So good evening, everybody. Welcome to this training session. We've got Pieter Last again here from South Africa, also a Bitcoin specialist, um, sharing more of his knowledge with us with regards to different service providers in Bitcoin wallets. And thank you very much for Pieter for joining us again tonight. And you can take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. Evening, everybody. I'm just going to go to my screen share. And so tonight, Billy asked me to, let's get this up. There we go. To talk about how to create e-wallets, 2 different accounts. So tonight I'm going to show the Zapper account. How do you qualify or sign up? And then the other one is CryptoPay. Both of them have got debit cards that you can use. So you just have to see in your country if they allow you to have the credit card, or debit card. In some countries they don't. That's why we've given you now these 2 options where you can use the card. And then the other night I showed you how to create a local Bitcoin account. So that will give you 3 options of creating an account, and then you can use Zapper is a bit difficult, but the CryptoPay I see and the local coin altcoin, local coin, local Bitcoin. Sorry, the local Bitcoin are ones that one can use with your credit card to transfer money and buy your Bitcoins, so that you can get involved with Thrive. Okay, so this is the first page. So when you look for Zappo, it is xapo.com, and you'll get to this page. Let me just get here. I love this Zoom. They give you nice toys to play with. Let's see if I got the right one here. Yes. So there you can see the red light. I'm just going to move this to top out of the way. So you go here where it says sign up. Next page. Okay, then it will go to this page where it is the sign up page. You will fill in your email address over here. Then there's 4 digits that you can use as your PIN, like you've got on your debit card or credit card. And then you type in a password. So make sure you keep a copy of your password somewhere, and then click here where it says I'm not a robot. No, you'll see these or this system on a lot of websites, because people have got computer programs running around and signing up everywhere. So a lot of the systems or businesses are using this to protect their websites from robots just signing up for all kinds of stuff. And then you just at the bottom here, just click when you finish that you agree with the terms and conditions, and then you click create account. Then you'll go to the next page. That will give you the login. So you'll put in your email address again and enter your PIN, and it will go to the next page. That will be last page, and then you'll go into your website where you can then use your account. There's different options there to send and to receive. Maybe one evening, Billy, we can do one where we do the internal of the websites where you create the receive and the sending accounts. What I've done now the last time and tonight is just to show the sign up pages for the different wallets that you're going to create, and these ones are the ones that you use as your external wallet from Thrive. So I drew money, I think it was on Monday through Zappo, and it was like seconds. The money was in my account, but obviously there's a escrow, a time period before it was active in my account, but it already showed that it was in my account. So, okay, so let's go to the next one, which is crypto pay. You must be careful. There are other people outside there also promoting crypto pay, and they call it my crypto or something like that. Just make sure you go to the right page when you sign up. Obviously, here also they ask you for your name, your surname, email address, and a password, and you sign up. Then this is the inside, like a basic page with all your information, and you can check it and verify. With the normally what they do is they send you an email to your account which the one that you used to sign up. You just click on that to verify that you are the person that actually requested to sign up with this account. Then this is an insight how you can do your deposits and withdrawals. So like I said, we'll do that on a later stage, and obviously by that time you've got this huge long number that is your account that you use to put into the external account for Thrive, so that you can send or receive your money once you withdraw. Okay, so that's the first part of the presentation that really asked me to do is just to sign up for the different um, wallets. And so we've got 15 minutes left. So what I'm going to do now, the other question that really asked me to look at is why looking at cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin is the first one, the one that started the whole process of freeing us from the banking system. And obviously that is why Thrive is doing so well, is that we are using cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin, because it's already worked since 2009 without errors. Yeah, people have hacked it, but not hacked it as such. They've hacked the exchanges because people were not taking care with the e-wallet. So make sure you use a second factor. Maybe, Billy, we can look at that as well, to use the second factor properties to show people how to safeguard their accounts. So there's a lot of different subjects inside of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency technology that we can use and look at to show people what it's all about and educate you, because nobody else is teaching us about money. I mean, when we went to school, nobody taught us about success and money. They just taught us history and account 1+1 and how to write, but nobody taught us how to be successful and how to make money. Okay, let's go to the next page. So I like to use this one in my presentations. You probably won't be able to see this. Now let me just move it up there. This is what happened with inflation. So in 71, Nixon took the gold standard of money, and I think it's on the next page. I think I put that slide in here. You can actually see how inflation has gone crazy. Obama in the last 4 years created more debt for America than the whole history of America before him. It's like crazy. How can one man destroy a country in 4 years? In any case, so what I've done is I've put inflation at the bottom because we're going to rise above inflation. So in 29, you put $20, you could buy a full trolley of groceries. In 1960 was like half a trolley, and in 2014 you were looking at a quarter of a trolley. And just think for yourself. I mean, take my wife and I, a couple of years ago, or many years ago, we used to go with a full trolley. We actually bought 2 trolleys worth of groceries for the month for, I think it was 1,000 rand or 2,000 rand. And now when you go, you pay that for a basket almost 500 rand, depending on what you've put inside. And this is why we're getting involved with cryptocurrency, because we're moving with this arrow to, or imagine what is happening now. Well, you can actually see what has happened. Bitcoin is deflation. It is because it's finite, like gold. So now people are still mining for gold, but once it's done, it's finished. You can't make gold. And the same with Bitcoin. There will only be 21 million coins. You can't make any more coins. And that makes it, what's the word? Finite. You can't create more. So there's only 21 million coins. And that makes it scarce. And the more people want it, the more it will increase in value. And therefore, like the slide here will show you, in 2012 with one Bitcoin, you could buy a little bit, because at that stage, I think it was probably about $100 or $70 for one coin. 2013, we know it went up to a high of almost $1,200 to a coin. So you could buy a little more depending on what time of the year it was. And 2014, you can actually buy more than a trolley now with a coin. And I got involved with Bitcoin in 2015, and it was about just under $200-300 a coin by the end of, and that was about 7,500 rand, 7,500 rand. And in the end of last year, we got close to $1,000, which was I think about 15,000 rand. In the beginning of this year, it went past it. It actually went up to almost $1,300 a coin, depending on which exchange you used. And so, if you look at the stats, like Willie said the other night, it almost increases by 200% per annum on general, if you look at the figures. So, like last year, it was in the beginning of the year about $300. The end of the year, it was $900. So we're starting at $1,000 beginning of this year, and therefore people are predicting by the end of this year, Bitcoin should be in the region of $2,500 to $3,000. So yeah, it's never too late to join Bitcoin. And Billy has brought you, or Thrive has brought you, this awesome business um, where you can create Bitcoins and be part of this global currency. So just a little bit about, I don't know what Murph was saying last night, but this is why we are doing Bitcoin, is we're moving away from a centralized economy which is governed by the banks and the government, and they are control of our money. So if you as a consumer here on the left put your money in a bank, the moment it is in the bank, it belongs to the bank. Did you know that? If you look at Zimbabwe and a lot of the European countries where the banking system collapsed, people woke up the next morning and they were only allowed in Europe, like Greece, 60 euros a day that they can draw. And across the border, last year, Zimbabwe, the people can only draw $100 a day. That is if there is money in the bank to draw. And I've got some interesting information as we go forward in this presentation. So we are moving towards a decentralized system, and that's what we like about Bitcoin. It has given us the opportunity where every person has got their own wallet, and we transfer the money directly between us, and the web verifies the transactions. You've heard of miners, and they get rewarded for verifying our transactions. So what makes the system unique? It is safe. Nobody can interfere with it. And I was struggling with this word the whole day. I can't remember. Identity theft, that's the word. So you don't get identity theft with this, like you've got with with people, other accounts, credit cards and debit cards. It has happened to me a couple of times. Okay, so all these things, yeah. Okay, so the benefits of using cryptocurrency. Just to the side. First one is you send money to anyone, anywhere in the world, almost instantly. At the Bitcoin at the moment is struggling a little bit, but it's getting there. Remember, it was never designed as a mainstream currency, but it was designed to increase in value, and that's why Thrive is bringing you Bitcoin. And there's no third party involved or excessive fees, so that must make it so unique for us. Included, what's nice about it is we include everybody into the system or the financial system, and not only people who have had access to the modern banking system. So if you listen to the guys talking, they're talking about the banked people. There is only 1 million people of the global community is using bank or registered for banking, and they're talking about 5-6 million people. So more than 80% are not using a banking system, and this is an opportunity where we can get them involved in that as well, or cryptocurrency. And the possibility, like with Bitcoin, is what people can use to add on to it the functionality of changes in it. So, like your cards, you'll see later on. I'm just going to run through some of the countries are using it for the postal services, for voting, and so forth. Let's go to the next page. Oh, interesting information that I found today. I was searching. Previously, the information I had was like 10 million active or daily users on Bitcoin. The information that I found today is that in 2016 there was nearly 35 million active e-wallets for cryptocurrency on Bitcoin. So the total of number of wallets have increased by more than fourfold, which was 8.2 in 2013 up to now. In 3 years, it is quadrupled. Quadrupled. And the information that I got here was from the Cambridge University study, and this was just active wallets. So, of this amount of 35 million, which is active wallets, it is only a 7, well, it's not accurate, but say they reckon it's between 7 and 30% of all the wallets that people have created already. So, there's a lot of people that have created wallets but have never used it. But so, there's actually just 35 million people using it at the moment. So this is real. You are busy with something real and amazing that's changing the world. So Willie's question is, or was, countries. And what I did was I looked at the top 10 countries that are Bitcoin friendly. So the first one that I got was Estonia. It's got a techno-friendly government, seems willing to implement innovations like blockchain, which is the technology which Bitcoin is built on, for their healthcare, banking services, and for governance. So they're using it in the government. And it's actually not part of this presentation, but also in my research, I've found that with Bitcoin, they are looking at cutting back 25 million working hours per annum just from the government paperwork. So more and more computer work, paperless society. This is what is happening now. We're creating now a real paperless society, which people have been speaking about for quite some time. It was also one of the first to use blockchain for voting, Estonia. Then the United States, go back, sorry, um, uh, hosts the highest number of cryptocurrency users and Bitcoin trading volumes. Um, I was not sure about it because last year, when you looked at a website called Fiat Leak, it looked like most of the money was going to China. But this year, I see the money is going back to America. Then the peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading service, local Bitcoins, has shown, and all of these countries, if you follow up, you'll see, and that's why we did it the other night, is the local Bitcoin wallets. More and more people are using local Bitcoin because it's giving you more opportunity and it's easier to use. You can use your local currency to buy from the local people that are having the Bitcoins, to buy your Bitcoins that you can use. The third country is Denmark. Denmark is not only one of the most developed countries in the world in terms of living standards and technology, but it is also at the forefront of the push towards eliminating cash in favor of 100% digital free digital currencies. So a lot of countries are moving away. You're looking at the most advanced countries where there's already some of them that are 100%. Others are 3 and 7% of their currency is still paper and coins. Most of them are going away from that. They're just moving completely away from paper money. The biggest country at the moment that is still using fiat currency is India. 95% of the people are using coins and paper notes. Then the next country I was looking at on the list was Sweden. Sweden is also on the forefront of the race to eliminate cash, and they've publicly declared Bitcoin as a means of payment, so you can use it to pay for services or goods. Then I've got South Korea. South Korea is quickly embracing also Bitcoin, both as an investment and as a means of exchange. So people are using it to buy goods. South Korea is also a regular host of Bitcoin conferences and has provided a friendly climate for a local Bitcoin community. Then looking at Netherlands, they've actually got a city that's called Bitcoin City with over 100 merchants there. So you can, as a Bitcoiner, that's what they call themselves, you could buy anything from gas, accommodation, bicycles, dental services, anything you can buy there. And then also point two in the Netherlands is also a regular host of Bitcoin conferences, and they're using BitPay as a means of, or that's also one of the companies. A lot of these countries have got startup companies that start with Bitcoin and using Bitcoin as the main financial system. Then looking at Finland, I think that's number 7 now. The Finnish Central Board of Taxes regular has classified Bitcoin as a financial service, exempting it from the purchases from VAT in Finland. So all these countries are moving forward with Bitcoin. Then third last is Canada. Canada is the home of numerous Bitcoin startups and ATMs. America has got the most ATMs. I just want to check the time here. Really, 2 minutes. I'm almost done. And then Canada is also home of a cryptocurrency community. And then the last one is the UK. The country also sees new payment solutions as inevitable and is preparing itself for mass-scale digital currency adoption in the future. Currently, Bitcoin is targeted as or seen as private money, where VAT is imposed on a normal way from suppliers for any goods or services sold in exchange for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, while profits and losses on cryptocurrencies are subject to capital gains checks, which is also what they do in the US. Then the last one, looking at Australia, that will be the last one of the top 10 countries that are using Bitcoin. It remains unregulated in Australia. The country is home to many exchanges for cryptocurrencies, and the postal service in Australia also considering to use it as a ledger for their technology for identity in the future, and efforts to improve these services. So that's a mouthful for tonight, giving some more information why we're doing cryptocurrency and why Thrive is giving you the opportunity to collect or be part of the Bitcoin community. That's it, Willie. Hope this satisfies your people's need for more information.
Thank you very much, Peter, for sharing that information. I'm sure that as we go along, this information plays a big role. So it's good to get the information on a daily basis and learn people or teach people what this is all about. So yeah, let's keep on getting the information and educating our team members, because it's important to have the information.
Yep.
Thank you very much for that, Peter. We appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Pleasure, Willie. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.